Oh, hey, good morning, good morning. Hey, we had a huge storm last night. Let's see if I can show you. I just showed that first shot was what the river's at like right now. It's reduced down a lot. But let's see now, where are we? Okay, so here's the step. The water was just right up to the first step, which is pretty high, but it was okay. And the water was flowing all the way through here. All the way through here, and then all the way through here. It was a river. So I got up at around 5 when it was at its peak, and I had a look, see how everything was. I'm gonna flip it. Yeah, so I'm the only one going to see this, but there's all kinds of wild erosion stuff happening here. But the water was flowing, like it was right here, the water was flowing over. So I was like halfway up to the top of my boots here. And the water was just flowing up to my motorbike. So, look at what I did. And oh God, if it rises a lot, I was a little nervous. So I tied my motorbike down. So I tied my motorbike down just in case it got so high that it was wanting to take my motorbike away. There's a nice jar. Oh, that's a great bottle actually. So there's all kinds of debris and garbage here now. This gets flowing down the river. Yeah. So motorbike tied down. All this whole area was washed over, like really deep. Like I would be up to my knees here for sure. And what else we got? Oh, more jars and garbage. Oh, a lot of jars. Oh my God, so many bottles and glass jars. Oh, there's a lime. This here, hang on, I better switch it. Yeah, so it was just like flowing right over here, which is like the second level of my garden, which I guess isn't a garden anymore. And it was, to be fair, it wasn't really being much of a garden. It's still flowing up here, all this rock. And yeah, crazy. But everything's fine. No trees came down on the house. Yeah, so everything's fine. No trees came down on the house. I'm just gonna walk. Oh, look at this! I'm just gonna walk up to the village, see if I can get some eggs. Friday's the day I usually go into the city and I pick up groceries on the way back tomorrow. But oh, everything's gonna be different, including my bridge. Hang on. Holy! Well, this is my bridge. That's been completely destroyed. That's something. So I got some work to do, it looks like. Fixing the bridge. What's this? Oh, there's a piece of pipe. Can't believe this pipe lasted. My water's out as well, Yeah, so here's the bridge, with the concrete things to support it. And the water was so high, it just pulled it right up. Well, luckily all the parts are here, so I can... Yeah, luckily all the parts are here, so I'll be doing some bridge repair today, I guess. That'll be fun. Wow. Amazing. Okay, there you go. Well, that's another reason I can't go in the city. Can't get out. Okay, so anyway, I'm going up to the village to see if I can get some eggs somewhere, and I'll do some more videoing of interesting things. Oh yeah, had a bit of a landslide here. Listen, that height of the water is the highest I've ever seen it here. And quite often we get two landslides, so one down there, one here. It's not too bad, you can still get through. Okay. Oh, here's another little one. There's going to be a lot of little slides for sure. Oh, here's another one. Oh, quite narrow. Yeah. Yeah, they came down, brought down some trees with it. Really good, really good. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Someone already cut this. Already. Someone cut a path. Whew. And another one. I've hardly walked more than a few hundred meters. Lots of small little landslides. Yeah. The first year I was here, the first year I was here, boy, there was like 5 landslides that completely crossed the road that first rainy season. And since then there haven't been that many, but tell you the rain last night, I'm going, oh, there's going to be some landslides, all right. And also, I was sleeping and I could hear right beside the stream, right? And I could hear like rocks, kong, king, king, rocks being thrown around by the water. It's quite something indeed. There's another, oops, there's another little one there that hardly even counts. Okay, back. So here's a view of the village all socked in, completely socked in. Okay, well, I was a little ways without a landslide. Now we got another little one, little tiny one there, of no consequence, and a bigger one right here, still of little consequence. But again, you can see people have been coming through and cutting. Big much. Oh, wet. Wet. Yep. Oh, look at this big railing. Oh, that was there already. They just put up these new railings just recently. Oh, there's another one. Oh, a whole bunch along here. But they're really tiny, eh? There's nothing really crazy big about them, these little slides. It's just good, you know? Oh, this looks serious. Oh, yeah. See, there's one up here, it's undercut the road. See, they've got the cones up. Wow, so people were on this really fast. It's still morning, eh? Still morning. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, there's a big one, actually. So it's undercutting the road there. I don't know how far, but gotta be careful, eh? Just come rolling down. Just go rolling down. Wow. Okay, we'll just give this a wide berth. How's it looking down? Oh, oh yeah, big tree down there, some bamboo down. Jeez. Okay, now I'm in the Muban, which is the main part of the village. Let's see what's going on here. Well, this is Flight of the Gibbon. This is their office area. And Flight of the Gibbon is like a big zipline company here. And I think this was the original one. But now they have one near Pattaya, I think, and wherever. But yeah, they've been closed for freaking months. Like as soon as the tourists stopped coming, that's when they shut down. It's mostly tourists that go. It's quite an expensive thing. Quite an expensive outing. So a lot of Westerners, Chinese, Israelis, I think mostly that. Oh, look at that. This came down on this wire. Oh, there's some bananas. Oh yeah, sort of. Wow. Where did that come from? Jeez. Oh yeah, it came down right there. Whew. Right on. The electricians are going to be busy. They were saying that it might be 3 days before the power comes back on. 3 days, so that's a bit of an issue for me because of instruments and humidity levels, but maybe they'll get it done faster, maybe they won't. It's kind of like, what can you do, you know? Not much you can do. Okay. Some tourists figure out a way to go home, I guess. สวัสดีค่ะฝนนิดหน่อยนะฝนตกนิดหน่อยค่ะสวัสดีค่ะทุกคนโอเคไหมโอเคเกิดดีใช่ฝนนะอย่าฝนตกนิดหน่อยนะไม่นิดหน่อยเลยเยอะเลย Okay โชคดี That's my joke. The rain fell a little bit. Not a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can get some eggs. That's my quest. This is where I was thinking of going. Okay. Oof, I don't see any. Maybe they have them somewhere. Sawadee-ka! Sawadee-mai-ka. Kutoka. ซื้อขายได้ไหมได้โอเค10ฟองได้ไหมโอเคโอเคเดี๋ยวหากันอ๋อมันก็ได้แล้วอ่ะOh, those are those glass bottles that they're all at my place now. Oh yeah, tourists are coming out. Okay, ทุกคนโชคดีบายบาย Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's good. Got some eggs. That's great. Eggs are great. Sawadee mai ka. Okay mai. วันนี้กลับบ้านโอเคก็ได้คิดดีเนาะคิดว่าฝนตกหนักมาเยอะเขาบอกหนักมาทุกวันไม่ตกวันนี้ตกหนักเขาฉันอยู่ที่นี่6 ปีแล้วอยู่ในกระป๋องใช่ไหมเขาหน้าฝนมาจากปทุมครับมาเที่ยวกะว่าจะมาดูหมอกบนกิวฟินไม่เจออะไรเลย I know กิวฟินสวยมากแต่วันนี้ดูไม่ได้ใช่วันนี้ดูไม่ได้ And also the ถนนนะกิวฟินไม่ได้ very dangerous ใช่ Okay well โชคดี safe drive เนาะ back home โชคดีค่ะ Oh, there's a grocery truck. You can buy. Oh, I maybe we should buy some vegetables. Oh. Sawadee-ka. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some vegetables. The car's coming out. That's weird. Okay, couple kind of turkey and kind of. Yeah, so that pickup truck comes up every day. They honk by my place around 9:30 or so, and they just make their way through the village and they have vegetables and stuff, and they have chicken and things, but I don't think I should be buying chicken if the fridge doesn't work. But anyway, I have beef. Well, it's kwai, I gotta say it right, which is buffalo. Like I stewed it yesterday, so it's in the freezer section, so it's still cool. But I think I have to eat beef for every meal for the next 2 days, otherwise, in case the power's out for a long time. So it's gonna be a hunter-gatherer diet for me for the next few days. But at the truck, I bought some pakana, which is a little bit like What's Pakana? Pakana, Hong Kong, I think. Anyway, it's like it's a green, you know. It's like, oh, it's not really like, it's not like chard. It's not like collards, but, and it's not like broccoli. Maybe it's a little bit like, what did we call it in Toronto? Oh shoot, I forgot the name. We used to use a Chinese name for it. Well, they sometimes call it Chinese broccoli. It's not broccoli, but anyway, it'll be fine. And that should last a few days, so that should be fine. Yeah. So it's gonna. I also make a, with the buffalo I buy. I make kind of a, I stew it all day, and then I wrap it up and freeze it for the week. You know. So I got a lot of broth as well. So it's gonna be beef buffalo soup for the next 2 days. For sure, it can last a day. Do you know what I mean? Like that kwai, well, it should last. It should really last until tomorrow. One day, with the refrigeration slightly rising, should be good, you know. And I also put it in hot into these silicone bags, so it's sealed, right? Anyway, we'll see. If it smells, I won't eat it, or if it seems a little off, I won't eat it. Anyway, I gotta say, these kind of storms are, well, they're so dramatic, you know. And it reminds me a bit of, and there's a people. It's annoying and everything, right? But there's also kind of excitement that happens. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of excitement that happens. Reminds me a lot of heavy snowstorms in Canada, like in like a populated area. It's like people get excited and kind of come together in a nice way, you know. Sawadee ka. Okay, Mike. Mike, okay? Phone talk นิดหน่อยนะใช่ Okay. วันนี้กลับบ้านไหมโอ้เจ็บโอเคโชคดีนะสวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ Yeah, so there's a certain kind of okay, so here's what I have to say about this. I've noticed this, of course, in Canada in heavy snowstorms and stuff, and people, there's a certain kind of coming together that happens, you know? And I noticed it here, just in subtle ways, in the way people are talking, and people are warm here, and people are nice, you know, it's not like it's different, but feels like a certain closeness that comes from an extreme things like weather. Things that really come from beyond us, I'd say, and things what in past times would be an act of God, really. So whatever word you want to replace for God, you can, right? Nature. It's really nature and power of the natural world and how we're all a part of it, and also, you know, oh, that's weird. There's a sign right there. Anyway, and we're all subject to it, right? In the end, we are subject to the power of nature. And if you're Christian or Abrahamic, it's the power of God, you know. To me, it's very much a similar thing. I know that the way they get expressed and represented varies, but nonetheless, I think the gist of it is the same thing, you know. So now this is becoming a thing. Before I started out thinking, I'll just show all the little landslides. That would be fun, right? But now it's like, oh, hey, sawadee ka. Okay, mai ka. Chai. Phone dog. Phone dog นิดหน่อย no? That's my favorite joke. Yeah, that's my favorite joke. Phone dog, obviously, it's my only joke. Phone dog นิดหน่อยใช่ไหมไม่นิดหน่อย. It's rained a little bit, eh? Not a little. Anyway, I think the joke's getting across, okay? Yeah, anyway, I was gonna say, this is where, there's lots of reasons to feel dread. And, if you get into issues to do with ecology and habitat, all the usual stuff. So I think, hi, gang mine. Um, all the usual stuff, right? It's pretty easy to feel dread. It's also easy to imagine that when things collapse, mayhem will ensue. And I have no doubt that in certain places that will happen, right? That will happen when people start being seriously hungry, right? Like seriously, no food. When and if that ever happens in wherever one happens to be. However, just from this little bit today, hang on a sec. Just from this little bit today as a reminder, and also experiences back in Canada with big storms, whether it's like the great floods in 2013, where I was sort of camped out at the gardener's place while on my horse ride, my long ride I did for 3 years, and I was there for 5 or 6 days, completely locked in from the flooding rivers. But in spite of the thinking like, oh, it'll just be, terrible and murders and everything, yeah, like I said, that certainly is a scenario that could be part of it. But a lot of times in my experience, when things happen like this, people come together. It just feels automatic, So this kind of thing, that's why I rarely feel like a real dread. Occasionally I do, but mostly part of it is just like, well, we'll see what happens at this stage, right? But the other part of it is I know how people can be, right? And to help each other out. And the feeling of helping another person. The feeling of helping others is very powerful, and I really think it should never be discounted, right? I think it's inherent in our nature to a great degree. Let's see, where else have I seen that? Well, hey, even the simplest thing like living in Toronto after a big snowstorm and someone's stuck in their car, boom, within 2 minutes there'll be like 8 people pushing it out. They just walk up and do it, right? See that over and over and over again. And it's like a little hint of, oh, okay, this is part of our nature too, right? Yeah, for sure, there's parts of us that are murderous and freaking evil even, And, you hear all these stories of, I've been watching this show my friend sent to me. It's really heavy with pedophilia rings and stuff like that. Like, you see stuff like that and you go, okay, there really is freaking evil in the world, right? Like, there really is. So, keeping that in mind, there's also this aspect of coming together. And in my experience, that's much more common, right? If your neighbors are in trouble, you help them, right? That's how it goes. It seems pretty universal. That's a Canadian thing for sure. I can say that coming from there, but I've seen that here too. I mean, one thing I was in rural areas mostly, so one thing that would happen a lot in Canada is if you're off to the side of the road, people would stop over and over again, right? It's seeing if you needed help. That doesn't happen so much here, but I think part of that in Canada is because if you're off the side of the road in the middle of the winter, that's an actually dangerous situation, right? Over here, it's not the same thing, is what I'm thinking. Anyway, yeah, so I guess that's what this walk's about. This walk's about getting some eggs, which I got, seeing my neighbors, making sure they're okay, which they are, discovering I need to fix my little bridge, which I'll do soon, and what else? I think it's this beautiful part of human nature where we help each other in times. And again and again, it's like the gift of these kind of situations that come out of away from our own control, right? So act of God, act of nature, whatever, that the coming together of that and that feeling, it just feels like you can feel that a kind of joy and love of that. Look at there's lots of trucks and stuff coming up fixing shit, I think. Anyway, it's just it's all very subtle stuff, but to me quite noticeable. Yeah, anyway, maybe I'll check in later. Ciao. I'll have a look. I'm an Athelian Ranger now. I think if I had to choose about who I'd be in Lord of the Rings, okay, there'd be a lot of, that'd be cool to be an elf, but maybe not. They'd live a little too long, right? There's something to be said for a limited lifespan. Anyway, but of the humans, the two, okay, the Rangers, like Aragorn, he was, oh shoot, I forget the name of his people. Anyway, they're from the north. If I was going to be one of the people of Gondor in the south, that would be one of the Athelian Rangers, you know, with the hoods and the masks and everything. I think definitely the coolest duds, and for me the most fun activity, right? Roaming around the wilderness, shooting enemies with your bows and arrows. Just sounds like good times to me. Anyway, so I wouldn't want to be one of those guards with all that armor in the cities, is what I'm saying. Oh, big truck, big truck. Sabay mai ka. Kabong ka. Just wondering if he's gonna make it. I think he can. Oh, yeah, no problem. Trying to run over water pipes. There he goes. No problem. Alright. Oh, and this is flowing. It's like a little stream now. It's amazing the streams that pop up, eh? Hey, listen. Yeah, hey, listen, I have to do this on each video now. If you like this channel, please subscribe and ring that damn bell. You'll be notified of future videos. And I've set up a Patreon account, a PayPal account, and a TransferWise account if anyone would like to make a donation to this channel to help support the making of these videos. But the truth is that the videos don't cost me anything. So, but everyone says that, right? Oh, if you like these videos, please subscribe. It's like, well, I'm going to do them whether anyone subscribes or donates, right? Anyway, but nonetheless, people have been very generous and helpful in putting up, you know, giving donations and stuff. And what it does is it goes towards my other projects, right? Like, at the moment there's a few things connected with kendo that I'm saving up for, partly equipment and partly hopefully travel things in the future for the national championships in Canada. Anyway, but other than that, it would also go towards projects, like artistic projects that I do. And, you know, I have a regular small amount of money that comes in, and it keeps me in food and stuff, but it doesn't really allow for much else. Wow, there's lots of trucks with flashing lights. Yeah, such as this one. I wonder what this guy's doing. Oh, there's gonna be trucks and stuff up here for the next couple of days for sure. It's the people helping out. Oh, look at that. Oh, so this, what do you call these? Backhoe, I guess? Probably have to clear the roads, I imagine. You know, okay, so I did all the Patreon stuff and that. It'll all be in descriptions and comments and whatever, right? Anyway, I guess maybe, I don't know if this is the end. Often I say it's the end, but it's not the end. But I gotta say, here, when considering where this is, right? Up high in the mountains, steep roads, trees falling on lines all the time in heavy rains. I gotta say, people get to things really fast, fix things up really fast. That's quite impressive, you know. Anyway, it's really starting to rain again, so I'm gonna put this phone away, and I think this is it. I might show a bit more of the bridge I have to fix. Yep, so this is my little bridge here. Let's see the concrete, whatever, fence posts, they go across, and then I put pieces of wood, tie them on. So that's what I'll do today. Maybe I might dig out that channel a bit too, you know. I'll do that first, anyway. I'll have to ponder what should be done next. And, yeah. Okay, anyway, thanks again. What do you think of this umbrella? It's so beautiful. This color is so stunning. Anyway, hope everyone's doing okay. Maybe not as rainy where you are as here, but whatever. Hope everyone's fine. Okay, ciao. Bye-bye. À la prochaine. Hey there! Okay, well, it's sort of brightening up a bit. It's raining a little bit, but mostly just spitting, so that's a good sign. The river looks a little bit lower. Yeah, definitely a little lower. But actually, right now I'm coming to show you the bridge. Did that. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so here my bridge is rebuilt. It's a little bit higher than it was, I think. I don't know if it'll survive another one of those huge ones, but it'll get me across. Yeah, and I also dug out the channel a bit. I dug it a little deeper, you know. Yeah, it's definitely a bit higher. Yeah, it's definitely a bit higher. Definitely. Anyway, we don't get storms like that often, so hopefully, maybe this will last the rainy season. I guess if it doesn't, I'll just fix it again, you know? Anyway, yeah, I feel a bit done in by all that. I'm just like, oh, lifting heavy rocks and things. But good exercise, eh? Good exercise. Okay, this is definitely the end. It's the end. See ya, ciao.